Ele call a farm wall.
It's number 1 again, which is Justice Says Dudu in his first Rugby World Cup start. He's on the bench for the Italian game, so he's been given that elevation this week. And he is copping it first from Tavo and now from Nipulaulala.
Yeah, can't be enjoyable for.
Look at him. Great.
Thank
you very much.
To get a fresh Nippo come on after 30 minutes. He loves to enforce the scrummaging power on people.
Yeah, he's got one mood setting, Nipulaulala. Certainly when it comes to playing, Kieran Reid takes another line out. That's his 4 takes so far in this game. Bit another. Wide to Williams this time. The kick through. Classy.
Olha kicking.
That is a salutary lesson in organisation and vision.
Oh, he's so espada, so.
Hartford, the Canadian fullback, obviously paranoid about the threat of Rieko Ioane. Out there on the left wing, he was in the line. Thundermove, whose job it would have been to covering, he stayed on the left wing. And Sunnyville, no doubt got a call from Bodie Barrett. And put through a wonderful grubber kick. One up man, back to from Canada.
Bowden Barrett's test try. So a try for Geordie Barrett, a try for Bowden Barrett, and an almost try for Scott Barrett.
For his sake, I hope he gets another one, Scott.
I'm sure Geordie just gave Bowden the stick when he was running past to collect that. I think Geordie Barrett had his sights on a double. Nelson. Made his debut just this year. Born in Dungannon, Northern Ireland. Spent some time with Ulster. This one's carried up by Kieran Reid.
Back in.
It was outside the 22. And this one, right on the halfway in the 15-metre mark. Parfrey. Out to Hassler. McCrory stays short side, and Rieko Ioane cleans up Tyler Ardron, takes him into touch. All Blacks get on with it. Numbers here on the right-hand side. Morga. Williams puts the kick in for Geordie Barrett. Fonamova gets a foot in the road. Nelson now. And suddenly Canada are 7 metres out from their own line.
No. Elephant. Yours.
It's taking a long time to get back to here. The Canadians down on their feet. They're hanging out for half time.
Yours now.
Still very few options for McCrory as he tries to organise.
They're having so much trouble reaching the game line, Canada. But McCrory and Nelson are under real pressure when it comes to any of their kicking game. McCrory does well in the end to find touch, but they are not out of trouble here, Canada.
Red on the line, Red.
That's a big 80 seconds for them here. They're slow to get in the defensive line. The All Blacks are ready to go here. This is dangerous for Canada.
Side entry for
Scott Barrett penalised.
Et le fait qu'il fait un la tête.
Let's go, Red.
Let's make a correction too. The first try was a penalty try for the All Blacks, as opposed to one credited to the captain, Kieran Reid. Apologies for the confusion. penalty try to Geordie Barrett, trying to Sonny Bill Williams, and he tried to Beauden Barrett. 4 in the first half for the All Blacks. As we hit the 40-minute mark, Tyler Armstrong sets the drive.
Still in contact. 1.
And McCrory says, let's have a breather. Roman Plus flows for the break. The All Blacks in control in Louisa tonight on a hot and humid evening. And the All Blacks will turn with a 28 points to 0 lead.
When I retired, I wasn't myself. To get back on track, I focused on my health. I started by making small changes, moving a bit more, pushing a bit harder, taking small steps to a healthier me. Find out how AIA Vitality, a science-backed health and wellbeing program, rewards you for healthy choices.
When you choose genuine Brother ink and toners, you don't just get the best print quality, you get me, and him, and her, and Janet. Need help setting up a new printer? Call us 24/7 at our New Zealand help desk. We can connect to your printer remotely, and you get a 4-year on-site warranty. So if we can't solve your issue over the phone, we come to you. We're all part of the free support that you get when you choose genuine Brother ink and toners.
Mainland cheesemakers, Maury and Joe, have been watching rugby together since before television was even in colour. And look, here they are today, streaming the rugby through Maury's phone. It's crazy how some things change. Mainly, good things take
I don't know how to.
Ah, yeah, he's registered.
You
You know it. She's
I
registered.
was checking what the time was.
And this guy's registered. Make sure you're registered so you can join in on our second birthday celebration. With a $5 reward using less than half the Smiles points you usually need. You've earned it.
I think travel brings it out something
Can
different.
we all for?
Like what?
Maybe their best self.
Even me.
We haven't cracked out your robot dance or course video.
Well, I do try.
Wherever your adventures take you, stay on top of your money overseas with ANZ.
Oh, man, did I tell you? I was just over at Rob Craig's Sporting Boys with the team. The missus. Only knocked him back 2, 3 cheeky little celebratory brisket. We know Taki briskets. That's silly juice. No, anyway, I thought we controlled wine.
Pretty sweet.
Right, left. Oh. No. Okay, that is a foul.
Hey, I don't know how to get out from me. Get out from me. Get to the ground. Japan la feuille.
We have a weak case of the dropsies in the winter. It's the All Blacks' turn to suffer with the slippery ball. A frustrating side note to a bonus point half where some very good work was done around the fumbles. The Barretts, as expected, heavily involved throughout, not always exactly as they would have liked. Damien McKenzie joins Issa and Christina. And myself at the desk, I think the most telling shot was the one of Steve Henson almost breaking his pen in half. Slightly frustrating, Damien.
yeah, might need a new pen for the second half there. But yeah, they'll be a little bit frustrated, like Sumo alluded to. It's like a bar soak out there, the ball. So I think they'll try in the second half to up their skill set around their handling. But again, there's still some good stuff done there, and I think you wait till they come out the second half, there'll be some more points scored.
We're going to have a look at how the points that did come arrive, first of all, through a very powerful scrum. But Christina, so we were speaking the other day in a game with similar conditions about how players need to start taking the ball almost into their chest just to protect against the slippery nature of it. Is that almost where we need to go next, slow things down a bit?
Well, I think not really. I think the All Blacks have standards, and no matter what the conditions, they'll always try and catch early, release early. And even though that other try you saw Geordie catch it in chest, I mean, it was over the line and it's necessary. It's just really interesting. They have. Damien talked about the turnovers that they've conceded against South Africa. It was 13 of the whole game, and in this half it's been 13. So that shows you an area that I guess as All Blacks and as a nation will be pretty disappointed, because I guess we have higher expectations of our All Blacks to perform.
Certainly, and on the turnaround, Beauden Barrett with a good try-saving tackle on that occasion. I guess some of these skills showcase that it is possible, Lisa, and that's probably the most frustrating bit.
Oh, look, they just back there. They always back their skill set. But when you're over the line and you cough it up like that, it's not a replay you want to see too many times. But I think it's just the expectation from the whole nation that we just expect perfection from the All Blacks. But look, it's hot and sweaty. You've got to give them some a little bit of breathing space just to ease into it. But I agree with Damien. I feel the second half will open up when the time comes.
All right, they'll get their hands on the ball and feel a little more comfortable with it. We're going to head across to John at the wall, who's going to have a little look at the speed of ruck ball and how it can impact one way or the other the All Blacks attack.
Yeah, just picking up a wee bit on what Stephen Donald said in the first half about the difficulty for the Canadians when they couldn't slow that All Black ruck ball up. And a couple of examples here. One difficult example for them on a Sonny Bill carry when they couldn't, and then a good example when they were able to, and the differences in the way they can defend them. So as we play on now, we'll see here that the Canadians, they got 6 defenders in the line here. They're able to come forward from the situation. Sonny Bill knows he has to carry, but into 2 defenders, and that's the Sonny Bill factor. So they're both defenders are on their ground. So these 3 forwards know they've got to get around the corner to get in that defensive line, because they're concerned about the speed of this ruck again. Perenara sees that, keeps it alive, as the All Blacks do, with lovely hands here, and that's the momentum and the speed that makes defeating them so difficult. Second example, further on in the half, again, 7 players on their feet, the Canadians, not a bad defensive line. More attackers to the All Blacks, and they work it well, but Ormsley stays on his